Hello.
Fly me to the moon.
Don't fly me to the moon.
Let me play among the stars.
That's impossible.
Spring is
It's
like
full of flowers.
on Jupiter and Mars.
It doesn't exist. Sleep.
What's your opinion on the socio-economic climate in America?
Yes. No.
Agree. Oh, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Random fact, Calgary sucks.
Random fact, Wayne Gretzky picked the Calgary Flames to win the series against the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games.
He was wrong.
He was wrong.
Hey guys, welcome back to Random Facts with Josh and
Alex. Random fact, there's not one bird on the planet that produces urine. It's always mixed. Just wanted you to know that.
that is a good fact, Alex.
Thank you.
Another random fact, you can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from over 2 kilometers away.
Yep. I learned that from a Bugs Bunny movie that we used to watch.
Very loud heartbeat. Thank you for joining us for Random Facts with Josh.
And Alex, we appreciate you wasting your time on us and not some other scumbags.
All right, hey guys, welcome to Bad Dad Jokes. How do you know where to find Will Smith in the snow?
I don't know. Where would you find Will Smith in the snow?
You follow the Fresh Prince. The other option is look for recently slapped rocks.
So, have you ever wondered why the calendar is always scared?
Why is that?
Because its days are numbered.
That is true. The Mayan calendar has no more days left. Poor Mayans. I asked my dog recently, what's 2 minus 2? And he said nothing.
Did you hear about the chocolate record player?
I did not.
It's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. As a matter of fact, I did hear that one time. But it's okay. You're not quite a dad yet?
Oh, okay.
But someday.
Fair enough. I'm
Someday.
practicing. I haven't quite got that.
Did
I
you
haven't
say
got
I'm
the plaque yet.
practicing?
I'm practicing the jokes.
Oh, the jokes. That's
Yes.
fine. That's fine. Woo! So, Terry, you know where he lives. So, I've got to thank a good friend of mine named John for this one. What do you call somebody with no body and no nose?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
I don't know.
Because then it would be a foot.
That's true. It would be a foot.
It would be a foot. Thanks for listening to Bad Dad Jokes with pre-Dad Josh. But you're not expecting, like, this is super pre.
This is like pre. Like,
Super pre.
you know.
Dad Josh.
It's like
Like maybe someday down the road.
someday down the road.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Hey guys, and welcome back to Storytime with Brisha. So last time you were telling us a story. You were at McDonald's, you'd bought a bag of food, and you turned around and you took a step.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened next.
So I took the step, but the step, you see, it didn't want to take to me.
Oh no, what happened next?
I McFell.
That's McSad. More next time. So guys, we're going to do a new segment today called Rate the Meal I Just Ate. Heidi, would you like to tell us all about the meal that you ate just before youth?
No,
Was it good?
yeah,
Where was it from?
Tim's.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being great, how was the food? How did it taste?
How did it taste? Close to a 10.
Close to, like 9, 8, 8.5.
I was really hungry, so probably a 9.
Ooh, nice.
It was very good.
The next question, how did it make you feel afterwards?
Dead. It was deadly.
It destroyed you.
It really did. Every step was agony.
So the deeper question, though. So, again, out of 10, how did it make you feel?
I don't want to be, like I don't want to exaggerate it all, but I would say negative 12.
All right, so the most important question, was it worth it?
Now that it doesn't hurt so bad, 100% yes.
Yes, you'd get it again, right?
I would.
100%.
But I would do it on a day where I had nothing for many hours
Where you can just sit back and be like, it hurts, but it's worth it.
where I could sit and watch The Office, but that would suck because every time you'd laugh, you'd be like, oh!
Thank you for watching this segment of Rate the Last Meal That I Just Ate. Okay, guys, welcome to Poorly Explained Movies. I'm going to give you guys 3 movies. Whoever gets 2 right is the winner. Make sense? You guys can yell the answers into the microphone. All right, we'll start off with a simple one. A billionaire devotes his fortune to cosplay and beating up the mentally ill.
Batman!
Ooh, I think, vote. A guy that's alone in the forest kisses a dead body while 7 other guys watch. Nice.
The seven dwarfs.
Heidi got that one. Yep. All right, so we'll see with this last one. You ready? A group of friends decide to spend less time online.
The Matrix?
The Matrix. It is The Matrix. So Heidi gets points and Libby gets depression. Thank you for playing, guys. All right, guys, welcome to an episode of Would You Rather, where we're going to see what they would rather. Today we have Pam and Libby. Would you rather be able to fly with the problem that you can only fly 1 foot off the ground? Or would you rather have all your boogers gold? So you had to like pick them out of your nose and then you could like, people like, you're digging for treasure? Yes. So what would you rather, be able to fly 1 foot off the ground or have gold boogers?
I would rather fly because I think flying would be cool. It's only 1 foot, but I could still flap my arms and like fly. Plus, I'm short, so I could reach the top shelf. It'd solve all my problems.
I think I'd rather dig for gold boogers. And then I get a golden booger out of my nose. I take it in, and I'm rich. Each time I take one out.
No, but it would hurt.
Hey, no pain, no gain.
Thank you guys for telling us what you would rather. Hey guys, welcome to this week's conversation piece. And today we're talking about a pretty heavy subject. We're talking about the idea of how do you rectify or get around the idea of a loving God and the existence of hell. Because those two things kind of seem like they shouldn't exist together. But as we read through the Bible, as we look at the words of Jesus, we find that Jesus actually talked more about hell than he talked about heaven. And he paints hell as a very real place. So how do we have a God of love and hell? What are you guys' thoughts on that? So one of the things that stood out to me is the idea that hell was created for the devil and his angels. It wasn't created for us. That wasn't the intent of hell. We know that the separation, the fall, and all that kind of stuff has put us on course for hell. But even since that point, God has been fighting to reconnect us so we don't have to experience hell. But one thing that stood out to me is this idea of we paint God sometimes as a bad guy for having hell even existing. But as a parent, if I saw somebody doing things that constantly hurt my child, I would be a terrible parent to let those things continue to exist forever. If I just let somebody like rape or abuse one of my kids, that would make me a terrible father, not a loving father. What would make me a loving father is taking that person who is abusing or hurting my child and stopping them and removing them from that situation. We understand as humans that if somebody is hurting somebody else, that there needs to be something that stops it. Now put that into a grand cosmic scale because that's just a small picture of what it is. There's this point of recognizing where, God has his kids. People that follow him, he calls them his children. And it would be unloving of God to have the devil just continually run around without repercussion, without something to stop him. And so there's this final point where the devil has to pay for everything he's done. And so hell is a place of justice more than a place of just like wrath or punishment.
My thought on that is God really didn't want us to go to hell. He gave his life so we wouldn't have to. He loves us that much that he hung on that cross and took the punishment that I deserve for my sins and put it on himself. He doesn't want to send anyone to hell. It's our choice. It's a free choice. You either accept Jesus or you don't. You can't, like Ryan said in his message earlier today, you can't be on the fence. You're either fully in with God or you're fully out. You just can't. It's horrible to think that we are going to go to hell if we don't accept Jesus as our Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a good thought, but the idea of like having all the benefit of God without actually having a relationship with God doesn't really make sense either. So if we reject God, the natural effect of rejecting God is we don't have everything that he offers us, all the love, joy, peace, and goodness that he gives, because those are from him. Those don't just naturally exist.
Well, kind of like what Pam said there about, he died on the cross for us and put all the sins on him. Like, that right there shows, how much of a loving God he really is. And, that was so that we couldn't go to hell, right? So it's not like he's like, okay, yeah, you're punished, so you get to go here. It's a choice, like you said, right? So it's like you can accept him or, it's not like anyone's forcing you to go there. It's like he loves you. He wants you to make the choice to love him. But it's, it's hard for some people to take and see the difference there between a wrathful God and someone who gives people choices, right? So tricky subject, but that's, yeah.
And I always lean into the idea of the fact that God is a gentleman. He doesn't force anyone to be with him that doesn't want to be. And, he gives us full free choice, whether we can choose him or choose to reject him. And that choice weighs on us. But he's not going to force us to be with him if we don't want to be. Well, there's a lot of things we could talk about on this subject, but we'd love to hear from you guys. So feel free to throw some thoughts and stuff in the comments. If you even got questions, let us know. And with that said, we're going to move on to this week's challenge. Hey guys, welcome to this week's challenge. The goal of this week's challenge is we have this cup which has 17 Splenda stirred into it, so healthy. And each of our leaders is going to have to come up one at a time and pour water in. Now they're going to go through the loop until somebody makes this cup overflow. Whoever is the last person to pour in before it overflows has to take a large swig of our nasty Splenda water. So, here we go.
Check it out. Check it out.
No, you gotta have a good swiggy swig. That wasn't even a swig. That was just a little like. And how does it taste? Like sugar? Oh, it's supposed to taste artificial. Thanks, guys, for watching this week's episode of Spark Conversations. Hope you guys had fun. We had fun, and good night.
Quiet on set.
Okay, quiet on set.
So are we just restarting now?
Yeah, we'll restart.
Okay.
And quiet on set. Quiet on set. All right,
That's me.
quiet on set. All right, quiet on set, guys. I wish we had good audience mics, because this would be great bloopers. Just like every time it gets quiet, then all of a sudden. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. Gotta pick which seat can I take. I'll be Rebecca Black, sitting in the front seat back. I don't know the rest of the words, but somehow I know way too many of them already.